This is our camp. It's my toy hauler. That's our good friends for a long time, the Bakers. We found this area. It's a big flat area. Probably get 4 or 5 trailers in here. And there's the side-by-side. We're getting it loaded this morning. It's really overcast this morning. It's real bad. It's I don't know, it's probably 40 degrees this morning and the wind blowing. But we're going to brave it anyhow and go down. The water's probably in the 30s, so that's not too bad. Morning YouTube, this is Chuck Reynolds. I want to thank you for dropping by. This is going to be the first dredging of 2022 and we're out here on one of our claims and it looks really good here. You can see there's cobble just everywhere. Beautiful cobble. So we're going to be up in that area. Sheryl's up there somewhere. I just can't see in the viewfinder because of the sun. There she is. Okay, we'll be back when we get started. Okay guys, here we are. We're on the creek. Finally got the dredge up and running. Sheryl's first up. Motor's way up there. There's the motor. There she is. There's the dredge. Same old stuff, different year, different month. But we finally got down here and got everything working. And we'll keep you posted. That's how to start a hole and take the bank apart. We're not right in the flow, we're in the flood layer. This is where we're at, is right at the edge of the old creek. So you can see the size of rocks that are coming down this sluice through that nozzle and stopping on the punch plate. Any of the gold goes through the punch plate and comes out underneath it. So it's clear down where that one rock's laying right there, where it's coming out. Running great. So you can see the action of the ripples when the water's clear. You can see it here. You can see it boiling right here. It's surging a little bit now because he's down about 8 inches or so. Got a lot of water coming in.
Howdy everyone. CNS Mining from Arizona, Chuck and Sheryl. I finally got out of the hole, let him have a turn at it. After 53 years, we learned to share. Okay, we'll talk at you soon and see if we can find some gold in this hole. hoping to get down through this a little bit and maybe hit some hardtack. And see if we can maybe, I don't know if bedrock will be along in here somewhere. That would be awesome to find some nuggets in some bedrock. Okay, go Chuck! Okay, I'm standing right by the motor and I'm watching Chuck. This is a new way to dredge when you have a messed up knee. You sit on the edge of the rock. That way you can brace your knee up on the edge there and lean down and throw up. So I don't know if I can get close enough without tripping over a couple of these big ones. But boy, it feels so good to be out here in Arizona and seeing this mining, Chuck and Sheryl. We are loving it. We're well now, a good month and a half. Took us a while, but good Lord bless us. There's some good help, but we're going to be back at it, getting a whole bunch more. Hopefully some nice nuggets this time, everyone. Blessings to all. Good morning, everyone. Just a little short clip this morning. We're down on the creek. I'll give you a couple tips, maybe if you're new beginners or just ever wonder where to find some gold. Chuck and I are giving it a try this morning. We're in an area here where we've got a lot of nice big boulders. As you can see my pan down there, I started a little bit of hole. It's got a lot of smaller rock and it's flowed downstream here a little bit, so where it's hit this brush, this bush, and it's all going downstream, but there's a lot of cobble that's in that bush there. So sometimes a very good idea just to give a try is to kind of start pulling some of these boulders here out that they drop on the downside flowing downstream. Thus, being a low spot, the brush slowed it down and pushed it out to the edge here, dropped these boulders. Kind of big to move, but just getting a little bar, and if you sit on the ground and kind of get your feet braced, you can roll them out a little bit. Just a little tip for anyone, just where would we look to find the start dredging spot or just to dig in the hole like I'm going to show you here. So, as you can see here, I've got a little hole going here. It's got a little bit of water in it, and there's some boulders around here that I'm going to start moving out a little bit. I've got a pan and a little shovel here that I'm going to use, and a 1/4 inch screen I like to use. I don't use any smaller than that. Just over the years I've learned to kind of pan that down and then go back over and pan out what you couldn't, what you threw out of the 1/4 inch. So I'm going to give it a start here and see if I can show you the material and hold this at the same time. Okay, there's good water running here, so this little hole already has water in it, but what I want you to kind of look at is this material here. I don't know if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time, but it's got a lot of gravel and small rock in it. So my idea is to just take some of that, because I pulled a big rock out of here. Oops. All right. May not be working. I have to have Chuck come and help me with this, but just to give you an idea of what I did here with the beginning of the video, I got these rocks. I got a few of them moved out, and I'm hoping to find even some light stuff that might have dropped into this black sand and this smaller gravel here. So don't know. This is my first self video. Chuck's really way better at it with the great ones that he's done, so we'll go pan it. Water here, so I'll be kind of doing this with them, working these rocks off, and take a look through them. If there's anything bigger or anything that will pop up in there. Okay. Oops. Okay, this isn't working real good. So I don't even see any fine in it. It's kind of hard to look in the camera. There might be a tiny speck or two in there, but Thanks for watching, everyone. Chuck just over there in the hole. I'll go back and see how he's doing. Wishing everyone well and to find lots of gold.
Still taking over the hole. And you can see her foot is right on that big rock. That's where we're trying to get out now. That's where all the gold is. Don't want to be in the way when a dredge is in the hole and throwing rocks. And Sheryal likes to throw rocks. Okay, first cleanup, second day. I've seen this before, I'm going to show you again. Sheryl's getting some water for us to clean up in. We've gone to this larger expanded in the upper end to help capture more. And again, we got this 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch punch plate, and underneath it are all these chevrons here, here, and when the water comes down here, it slows it, spreads it, slows it, it spreads it all the way down till it hits the riffles. So that's why we did this way. We don't use any of the mats. I've run a mat in here before and it doesn't do much different than what we do like this, so we're used to it, we're going to keep doing it. And that's definitely miner's moss in it. Okay guys, this is the first pan clean. Well, there's like 4 or 5 pans, but there's nothing of any size in here. There's a little teeny one right here, and there's 2 in this pan, but I can't even show them to you, so they're so small. So we might move. Guys, we abandoned this hole and just reclaimed it. We ended up getting 5 or 6 specks and 2 runs, so we moved, and I'll show you where. So we're definitely into some different material. It has more clay, it looks like. Sheryl's up first, running nozzles in the hole, and if you look right behind her there, those big rocks. Those are going to be good. Another view of the hole. The other one played out pretty hard. I mean, this wasn't good, 5 specks. So, here's our new decoration. There's mine. Vendetta. Here's the Spooky Creek. And there's Brian and Rana. And I got room for more. Justin sent me one of yours, and I'll put it on this one also.
Yippity dog. Chuck and Sheryal in Arizona. Little water in Arizona in January. Good place to do a little pan in here. What a beauty that little waterfall is. Been digging and doing some testing. So let's see if we can find some hopefully some nuggets, but even we'll start out with some little pieces. So welcome all. Glad to get you in on this photo just to see we do have water in Arizona, and we're going to go looking for some gold.
As I said in a previous video, the best way to find the initial spot to mine or to dredge is to test pan, which we did in these holes. This one turned out not to be good, as did the first one, because the actual testing is done with the suction nozzle of the dredge, and that proved out not good enough to stay in those holes. Guys, this is hole number 3. Those first two, we got color when we first started down, and it was this flood color. So we got like 6 little ones in the first hole, and the second one we got like 20 really small ones. So now we're over here at 3. We're on the other side of the bank. Sheryl starting. That was her idea to get there. Yep, there she is. There she is. And we're hopeful on this one. We did test and we got some color again, and we're hoping it's not flood color. Yep, she says 2 thumbs up. It's altogether different when you're dredging. But anyhow, we're still having fun. Getting a little tired, a little sore. This is day 3. Day 4 tomorrow. Yep, lots of black sand in there. Look at that. Looks good on camera.
Are you filming?
No.
Okay. You can do what you want.
So like I said in my other video on the finding gold and where to look and on the which bends and whatnot, and about testing, because testing is really important. Now we tested, this is flood gold, and if you get good flood gold on top, you should get really good gold as you go deeper and deeper dredging, or even high banking. But in this case, it has either been worked before, or it's been I don't know. Somebody's been there before, so it had to be, because there wasn't enough gold to keep us in any one spot. And this is the, let's see, this is all 3. This is all 3 holes that we dug, and there just isn't enough to keep going here. So, you know, like they do on Gold Rush, you gotta look at it and say, is this going to be worthwhile burning gas to get this little bit of gold? And in our case, it was not. So, you know, there's a couple little ones in here that are okay. If we would have got them all the way down, it would have been good, but in this case it wasn't. So anyhow, thanks for watching. We still had fun. It was good to get back out. That's the first dredging of 2022, and we enjoyed it. So now we know where not to go. So that's one thing you learn if you don't get good color. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment, and may the bottom of your pan be gold forever. Thank you so much for watching.